Hi everybody, it's Sunday night and tomorrow we begin a new policy for everyone at the plant. So this includes the health and safety of all our employees, all our temporary employees, and all the contractors that come see us. And that's the use of face coverings. So it's very important that as we go forward, to prevent the further spread of COVID-19, it has been identified that not only does social distancing help us to reduce the spread of the virus, but the use of face coverings significantly reduces the virus spreading. So think of it as my face covering prevents the spread to you, and your face covering prevents the spread to me. So it's very important that we cover our nose and our mouth when we have our face covering on. So you may say, why the use of face coverings now? Well, we don't always present symptoms if we may be positive for COVID-19. So in order to ensure that not only are we further enough distance apart from each other, but the additional covering of our face and nose, again, helps the droplets from potentially spreading to you. Again, my face covering prevents the spread of COVID-19 to you. Your face covering prevents the spread of COVID-19 to me, especially if we may not present symptoms. So the CDC is recommending this, and of course at Saint-Gobain and with CertainTeed, and as we've always operated, the health and safety of everyone at the plant, including your family, is so critical to us and so important to us and to me. So we will ensure that as we go forward, starting tomorrow and throughout the week, we will ensure that you have enough information to understand where and when the face covering is necessary. But you'll see signs on the doors walking into the plant. It's going to be very important that as you walk in from your car to the plant, that you have your face covering on. That means as you come in to clock in, as you go into the locker room, the face covering must be worn. So you're not going to need your face covering when you're eating, of course. You won't be able to eat when you have your face covering on. So it's going to be really important that we continue to space out our breaks and not have too many people in a break room at once. You can remove your face covering at that time. If you are in a enclosed cab, so in our situations, that includes our dozer operator and our front end loader operators. They are the only ones who are operating mobile equipment that will be fully enclosed. And you guys will not have to wear a face covering when you're in that equipment. However, you're going to need it with you because when you get out of the equipment and go into the office or your break area or the bathroom, you're going to need to have the face covering on. Everywhere else in the plant, it is going to be required to have the face covering on. Okay? So what are the acceptable options for face coverings? Again, we've given out gaiters and we've given out the cloth face masks. You can use your own face covering, face masks that many people are making. I've seen some in the plant already. And you can use scarves or bandanas and some other acceptable alternative. But the important thing to remember with an alternative is that it has to fit snug to your face. It has to cover your nose and your mouth. And honestly, it may take us a little bit of time to get used to it. It certainly is taking me some time to get used to it, but again, it's a preventative measure for all of us. And it certainly does prevent us from potentially touching surfaces where the virus may exist, and then preventing us from touching our mouth or nose or eyes. So again, preventing the spread of the droplet that contains the virus. All right, so this is going to be slightly different for us and a different way of working. We'll implement this throughout the pandemic for as long as we need to, and when it's deemed safe by the CDC, we'll have an update to the policy, and we are, I'm sure, all looking forward to the time where we can, remove the face covering for continued safety in the plant. So, any questions, don't hesitate to ask. You'll see me around the plant a lot tomorrow. We're going to work through this together. The goal is to have full adherence to this policy by the end of the week, and that includes all our contractors, all visitors, anybody who's coming to the site, the FedEx driver. Everyone will wear a face covering when they are entering our facility. Okay, so let's do this together. We're all in it together, and we're all going to keep each other safe. I appreciate your adherence to this policy, and I will see you at the plant. Thanks.